personal interest of mine is I've worked with 7 organisations now that are linked to the railway industry, or the railroad industry, you might know it as. But they're all in the UK, although 2 of them are foreign owned. One is Italian owned, and one of them is Hong Kong owned. Unfortunately, in the railways, it's the site where a lot of people decide to take their own lives. And I think that applies right around the world. I don't have any empirical evidence of that, but I've talked to a lot of people about it, and that seems to be fairly common, unfortunately. Now, there are crazy things that happen. When a driver of a train, somebody steps on the track, whatever, is often traumatized by what happens, as you can understand. Everybody watching may well be traumatized. This gets a bit grisly. The poor people clean the trains afterwards. It's a grisly business. And what happens to the people, any of those people that are involved? What happens to, from a commercial aspect, what happens to the company? Well, the train driver goes off sick, or goes into therapy, or never drives again. The people on the platform in a similar situation, the families of all those people involved. Passengers that watch it from another train. The list goes on. How about, and this is a personal little pet project of mine, how about if you had one phone call? One phone call that went to a central office around the world, and it was an emergency line to help people who have just experienced some kind of traumatic experience. And it gets routed to somebody who's there, and that moves on a time zone basis, on a language basis, so that it's answered by the right person in the right location in the right language. And they say, oh, very sorry to hear that you had an incident. We have Elena, for example, in North Carolina. She's in your time zone. Elena speaks English, and you happen to be in South Carolina, so that's okay, no problem. Or we go to Japan. A bullet train's just plowed through somebody. Mitsuko does speak Japanese. Mitsuko's online. She does an immediate Zoom hailing session and resolves the issue. And you can see how that could work anywhere around the world. The technology is there to do that. It just takes the will and the drive and the participation to achieve it.